boys and girls. Happy Wednesday. Let's see. We're ready for our third experiment this week. And you guys have done a great job. My gracious, you have impressed me. I saw so much information about our ivory soap experiment. I saw some of you doing it. You had your ivory soap in the microwave. You were timing it. I saw you with the bubbles when you were experimenting with it on your own to see what else you could figure out about it. Um, One of you even had some trouble. I don't know what happened. Their ivory soap, I'm wondering if they used ivory because it only works with ivory soap. But their ivory soap just kind of burnt. And unfortunately, the bowl broke. So, yeah, Olivia really struggled with this. But I gotta tell you, Olivia, you did a fabulous report. She sounded like a news reporter coming on the TV and telling me about the problems she had. Now, I couldn't see. She thought it was because the ivory soap was old, and I don't know. Might have to do some more experiments with that. We'll see what happens. But I saw some of you wrote in your science notebooks, so you made recordings of it. Awesome job. I can't wait to see what happens now. So we've done the ivory soap, and you've done your M&M rainbow experiment. I haven't seen those results yet because I do this a day before. So today our experiment is going to be called a traveling rainbow. Did you ever wonder when we do our plants and the plants have what underground? The roots. And somehow all that water gets from the roots up the stem into the leaves so the leaves can make the food for the plant. How does that happen? Well, this experiment is supposed to show us how water can travel. All right? And of course I said rainbow, so you know there'll be a little something extra in it. Let's go by the steps. First of all, I'm going to show you what the materials are that are needed for this experiment. Now remember, all these things are probably things you have at home. If mom or dad says it's okay, try the experiment with an adult around. I don't want you making a big mess of your kitchen. Make sure it's okay. So we're going to start with that. That's step number one, the materials. Are you ready? Okay. So first of all, I have, and you don't need to have a big measuring cup like this. This is bigger than yesterday's, isn't it? Because we're going to need a little bit more water. But you can keep filling it at the tap if that's what you want to do. This measuring cup holds 6 cups of water. We'll see if we need it all. We also need paper towels. Now, we're going to need 6 of these. And what I did, they do have a print on the back side. That doesn't matter. I had 2 kinds of paper towels, so I kind of felt them. And I wanted the ones that I thought would be the strongest or the most absorbent. So, I fold them in half. And then I just kind of rolled it. Now, I rolled them on the table. You need 6 squares, not the rectangles. It depends how your paper towel is cut. So if you have the rectangle kind, keep 2 together. So you're going to need 6 rolls, which I've got right here. Okay, so I did it 6 times. Then you're going to need 6 jars, or you could use a smaller glass if you have glasses. Mom and Dad can look around. I like the clear ones. They're not exactly the same, but they're close. I like the clear ones because we'll be able to see in it. And you're going to need some food coloring. Now, if you have a box like this, it will come with 4 colors: blue, red, yellow, and green. We're going to put the green one away. We don't need that because red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors. And those are the only ones you need. Don't use the green. It'll mix things up. Okay? Last of all, and this is up to you, I decided to find a tray to keep them on. Because, remember how fast our experiment worked yesterday? And you could watch the rainbow happen right before your eyes with the M&Ms? This one is not going to be that fast. I am going to get it started for you, and then you're going to watch it. Now, it's supposed to take 48 hours. That's 2 days. Can you be patient for 2 days and see what happens? So we'll set it up, and tomorrow I will do another experiment with you. But before we do the new experiment, we'll look at this one. Okay? And we'll see how this one's going. So it's kind of exciting. This one's going to take a little while. And you know what? Tomorrow morning, I don't think it will be done. I think then, when we do our Zoom or our Google Meets on Friday, we'll look at this experiment again for the last time and see how it's doing. Okay? So this, when you set this up, if you choose to do it. If you don't, you can just watch mine. We're going to see it tomorrow and Friday. So you'll get to see it for 3 times. If you decide to do it, make sure Mom and Dad says it's in a place where you can leave it, or find a nice tray that Mom and Dad can help you move it with. Okay, you ready to get started? I'm going to turn this a little so that you can see. First of all, I have my 6 all in kind of a circle. Okay? And now we're going to do a pattern with the water. 1 glass, and it doesn't matter where you start. I'm going to fill it halfway. But I'm going to skip this glass. No water. This one, halfway. Skip this one. No water. This one. Halfway. So now I'm looking at them. I'm going to put just a touch more here because I want them to be about the same. Scientists like to be precise. Okay, so let's check it. Water, no water. Water, no water. Water, no water. Okay, now the water ones, we're going to put color in. So in one of them, and it doesn't matter which one, I'm going to put some drops. And it doesn't matter how many drops. I don't want to use my whole bottle because I might need some for another experiment. Swish it a bit. It doesn't seem to be swishing all that well, so you know what? I am going to grab a spoon and I'm going to swish it. I have a separate paper towel to dry it off because I don't want my colors to mix. So now I have the red. Remember, there's nothing in here. Put a couple drops here. I know it's hard to see. Since we haven't started, I can pick it up and show you. With my nice clean spoon, I'll swish that about. So that's nice and red. That's working. Wipe it off. Because this one is the yellow. And what's fun with yellow is when you first put it in, it almost looks orange, but it lightens up. I am going to put extra yellow because I have found when we do Easter eggs and things, if you don't use enough yellow, it doesn't work out. So it looks kind of orange in there, but, oh no, on your screen it looks pretty yellow. You can see that it is yellow. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to dry these off, put the covers on, because those can stain, and I don't want to make a mess in my kitchen. All right, ready? So we have blue, empty. Red, empty. Yellow, empty. Now we're going to take these and we're going to call them a wick because they are just paper towels, and if they've come unrolled, you're going to roll them up tighter. These steps take a while because some of them I did for you, but I'm going to roll them up as tight as I can, and I'm not going to worry about it after that. Once I put this in, I'm not going to touch it. So you're going to pick a jar. I'm going to pick my blue jar, and I'm going to put one end of my wick here and the other end here. You have to make sure that that wick is in the paper. Do you see what's already starting to happen? It's in the water, and you can see that it's drawing the water up because part of the paper towel is already turning a little bit blue. I'm going to make sure this wick is nice and tight. And again, I'm going to put one end in the red, and then I'm going to put this one in this jar. Make sure they stay put. I'm not taking them out. I can even spin this. That's what's fun with a tray, so you can see this side. Nothing's happening very fast, but that's okay. I'm getting it set up. Now I've got another one. And carefully, I'm going to put an end in here. And this one's going to go over to here. I'm going to make sure they get pushed in pretty good. That's working for me. Another one, nice and tight, best I can, but it won't matter. I'm going to put one, oops, I'll spin it again. See, one end in here, and one end in here. Ooh, see what happened? I got food coloring on my finger. Oh well. Let's see, here's the next one. This one's going to go in here and into the empty one. Just like that. And then there's only one spot left. I've got to connect to these. Now some people call this walking rainbow, walking water, traveling rainbow experiment. So that gives you a clue as to what might happen. Our experiment is all set up, and right now I'm watching my clock. I'm seeing it 9:30 at my time when I'm doing this. So I'm going to write that down. That's what scientists do. They write down the starting time. Okay? So if you are ready to be a scientist and go to your science notebook, you could write whatever time you do yours, whatever time you start it, and draw a picture of what it looks like at the beginning. So I would be writing 9:30 on, what's today, Wednesday, and I would write what it looks like. Then I would leave it alone. I'd come peek at it because I'm going to be really wondering if this is going to work. And then the next day at 9:30, I'm going to look at it again. And I'm going to do my second drawing. And I'll write 9:30 on Thursday and draw what it looks like. Or I could write words to tell what it looks like. And then on Friday, when we're at our Zoom meeting, because that's when 9:30 will be, I'm going to look at it again and do my third drawing. Now, that's how scientists, first of all, get their materials. Second of all, perform the experiment. Third, they record what they see. But one big important thing you need to do is think about what you think is going to happen. That's called, are you ready for a big word? A hypothesis. Hypothesis is what we call not just a guess, an educated guess. That means somebody who has been thinking about it for a long time and learning about it makes a guess using all kinds of things that they already know. Let's see. When I look at this, there are some hypotheses. Ready? One hypothesis is, maybe the paper towels will change color. Yeah, maybe this one will become blue and red. Maybe that one will be yellow. Is that a hypothesis? Yeah, because what we know about plants is they suck it up. What if I said, on Thursday morning, all the water will be gone, and the glass jars will disappear, and the tray will disappear? Do you think that's what's going to happen in this experiment? That wouldn't be an educated guess. That would be kind of a silly guess. What if I said, tomorrow morning, there will be a magic unicorn sitting on the tray? Another silly guess. What about the water? Is the water going to stay halfway in those 3 jars and empty in the others? What do you think's going to happen? That's something you can talk to the adult that you're doing this with. There's a lot to think about. Now, with this experiment, there isn't anything to play with, okay? So tomorrow, we're going to look at this, and I'll have something else for you to think about as well. So either wait for me tomorrow, and if that's what you're going to do, go ahead and draw what I did so you can remember. Because tomorrow when I show it to you again, you'll be able to draw it one more time, and then on Friday the last time. Your science notebook is going to be so cool. I hope you liked